In this video, we're going to talk about the Python super method. Now, what's there not to like about something that's called super? Pretty cool, huh? But why super? Why not just call the inherited class directly? So super gets put in when you want to call the class that your class inherited from, the method in the original class. And, the question is why not just call the inherited class directly? And I'll show you here. I create an animal class, and in it, the init just says, just made an animal. I make dog a subclass of animal, and in its init, I call the original animal's init, and then I print out that animal was a dog. And when I run this, when I make dog, my dog equal dog, sure enough, just made an animal because it gets called first, and then it prints out that animal was a dog. So why do we need super? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first one is the name isn't hard-coded, so it makes it a little more generalized. Plus, when I learned all this, all I saw was super. I never saw people calling the inherited function directly with its own name. It's a minor improvement, so makes you look, that magical word, more Pythonic. And so people will go, oh, that person knows what they're doing. So here we go. I'm going to do a beagle, and the beagle is going to inherit from dog, and I'm going to call super, and notice these parentheses, so you're actually calling the function super, and then I call init on super. And I said that dog is a beagle. And sure enough, it goes all the way up the chain to made an animal, that animal was a dog, and that dog is a beagle. So everything works just fine. Small improvement, but then you got to go, well, why? And I really dug into this, and I got to learn something from making this video, which this all matters when you inherit from more than one class. So here I've created a class animal and plant. They have different methods. Animal can make a sound and reproduce. Now, plant can convert sunlight. It can't make a sound. And it can reproduce, but they do it different ways, babies and seeds. Now, I created Mr. Plant Beast here because of my D&D background as a kid growing up. And Mr. Plant Beast inherits from animal and plant. So now, this is where super comes into play. Super is going to look through the list of everything you inherited from and look for the first class in that list that has the method that you called super from, and then call that method there. Now, if none of the classes have the method, it will throw an error, but as long as one of the classes has the method, it will call it, and it will call the first one that has the method. So here, Mr. Plant Beast, I made a sound. He's going to roar, and then he's going to call the super sound. Convert sunlight. I'm hungry, and then super converts sunlight. And then reproduce, time to make more of me, and call super reproduce. Now, look at this. I call sound. Sure enough, it roars, and then it makes an animal sound because animal is the only thing in this chain that has sound in it. The same with convert sunlight. Only the plant does it. It looks an animal doesn't have that. It goes to plant, it does it. Now the interesting one is on reproduce. It goes to the first one. Animal has it, it stops, it calls that one, it never gets to plant. So that's it. I hope you've learned something from this. Please hit subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like this video down here to help me build an audience, and I'll see you in the next one.